Hello, let's look at the composition of an essay. Let's start first with the types of essays. Essays are of 4 different types: descriptive, expository, argumentative, narrative. The type of essay you have to write depends upon the kind of topic you get. Please understand that a descriptive essay means that you have to describe something, some object, person, event, or experience. An argumentative essay means that you have to express opinions and arguments. And an expository essay means that you have to explain things. In a narrative essay, you have to tell a story or narrate some event or experience. Sometimes the topic is of such a nature that you have to mix these different types of essays. But please remember that each type of essay means the use of a different type of language. In descriptive essays, you will use more adjectives and words to describe things. In an expository essay, you will use more words like certainly, definitely, probably, thus, therefore, etc. And in a narrative essay, you will use the past tense because we usually describe events in the past tense. Now let us see how you begin writing your essay. First of all, think about the opening sentence. The opening sentence of an essay is very important. Now, in this opening sentence, you have to define the topic. Give a clear statement of how you understand the topic and give your opinion about it or some agreement or disagreement on it. The concluding sentence is also important, and it should relate to the subject of your essay that you have written before. We also must understand the general statements and the specific statements. In a general statement, you make a general observation which you support by writing a specific statement. For example, in a general statement like education is the cornerstone of the development of a society, we have a general statement. A specific statement would be, in our country, primary education is free for all. So that is an example which supports the general statement. So you may begin with a general statement and then give a specific statement to support the general statement. Now let us look at the different parts of your essay and the content of your writing. First of all, you must understand the nature of the topic. What does the topic demand of you? And then think of some relevant ideas that are concerned with that topic. You may give one idea and then give many examples of that idea. Or you may give several ideas, perhaps 3 or 4 ideas, and give one example of each idea. Now, in every case, the examples or the support that you give to the ideas, that is, the evidence that you give, is very important. That can be in the form of facts and figures, if you remember them, or you can give some quotations and citations if you remember them. But remember that this should be relevant to the topic and concerned with the topic. You can also give a historical background, that is, you can compare something in the present to something in the past. You can also give some anecdote or example from your own personal experience to support your opinion or the subject. Finally, do correct your essay, go over your essay and revise it. There may be many errors, that you may have made that you can correct in revision. Self-assessment is very important. Review your ideas and the examples that you have given. Review the beginning and the ending of your essay and the kind of language you have used in that essay. Please do remember that there are a lot of different kinds of logical relationships that you describe in an essay. So you have to describe the conditions and consequences of an action, or cause and effect. You may have to describe the purpose of some problem or some situation, and then the action resulting from it. For all these, there is a certain language that you use. So you may use the language of comparison, and you may use words like better, worse, sooner, later, similar to, greater, lesser, and so on. Or contrast, although, despite, even though, etc. Or addition, which is also, moreover, furthermore, etc. Cause and effect are described by using a word like consequently. So these words indicate the connections between events, between conditions, and the different kinds of problems and their solutions. Finally, let us look at the kinds of words and sentences you need to use. Do not repeat the same word again and again in your essay. Try to use a wide range of vocabulary. Your essay will be better if you use synonyms or words similar in meaning to one word, and make sure that these words are appropriate. Each word must fit into the context of the sentence that you are writing. Secondly, think of the boundaries of sentences. You must complete a sentence. Do not leave a sentence unfinished or hanging in midair. Decide what is the length of your sentence. As a general rule, a sentence should be 10 to 15 words long. But you can use a mixture of simple and complex sentences. If you use complex sentences, you must make sure that the connection inside the sentences, such as the use of prepositions and other connecting words, is there and is correct. You can choose between active and passive sentences. There can be variation between both types of sentences. So finally, what gives clarity to your essay? The right words give clarity. The accuracy in grammar, such as the correct use of subject-verb agreement, singular and plural nouns, use of articles like the, and the use of prepositions are very important, and they must be accurate. So the correct pronunciation, overall, these are the elements which bring clarity to your essay. So finally, and what is clarity in the composition of an essay? It results in the good composition. Clarity comes from the use of right words. Clarity comes from accuracy in grammar, such as the correct use of subject-verb agreement, prepositions, articles, singular and plural nouns, and other parts of sentences and the connection between sentences. The use of correct punctuation and correct spelling is also very important. Please check your essay in the end if your punctuation is correct, such as the use of capital letters, full stops, and commas. And please check your spelling again. Overall, these are the things you require to compose a very good and effective essay.